Hey guys, welcome back to another Mad Magic soaping tutorial. We are back in my office today. We are going to be making geode soap, specifically blue geode soap. I was watching a YouTube video the other day and I saw on Evan&Katelyn's channel, I'll leave the link to their channel below, they tried to make, well they did make like geode inspired soap using a like soap sugar scrub recipe that I've made before, made by Soap Queen. I'll also leave a link to her channel below as well. But they kind of like inspired, you can hear my baby out in the hallway. They kind of inspired the thought behind making my blue geode soap. I've made a geode inspired or agate style soap before. And it turned out really beautifully, but I liked their idea of the sugar scrub core. And so I worked off of that and I looked at some different ideas on Pinterest and I kind of developed like my own thought process behind it that was really simple that I could make over and over again. And it came out really, really well, I think. I really enjoyed the process. It was very fun, very creative. It was a lot of mental thinking, but it was really enjoyable. I had a really good time making it. It was a lot of fun. So as you can see, my hair is blue now. I dyed it. I really like my dark blue hair. I need to get my roots done. But we're going to get into making the video and I'll see you guys at the end of it. Hey guys, it's Kat. So we have our oils here already done in our live water. And I got my stick blender right here. And we're just going to go ahead and blend this up together.
That looks really nice. I'm very pleased with the emulsion on that. We're going to set this off to the side.
So the fragrance I've chosen for today is from Nurture Soap. It's their blackberry ambrosia. It smells so good. It's absolutely delicious. It doesn't have any vanillin in it, so it's not going to discolor. It's a really great fruity but very subtle option. So if you don't want like a wha-bam to the face with fruit, that is your option. And I'm just going to go ahead and divide out this batter just by eye, nothing too crazy. And that looks pretty good. And the colors I have, so this one is the neon blue from Nurture Soap, mixed with their Super Sparkles glitter from Nurture Soap. And I believe I also put a little bit of Nurture Soap's cornflower glitter into this. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in this first one here. And scrape it out really good. Waste not, want not, little drop. Gets in there. She goes. Perfect. So that's the first one. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my little spatula here to mix it up. I added the Super Sparkles because I really wanted that glittery, shiny rock look, you know, like an actual like geode. And so I felt like by adding the Super Sparkles to it, it would really help amp it up. So this next one is Brilliant Blue from Nurture Soap. It's a beautiful color. It's a very rich blue if you want like a nice, just classic medium blue shade. And I added a little bit of the cornflower, no Super Sparkles, but the cornflower glitter from Nurture Soap, bio glitter that is. We do not use any regular glitter. We do not contribute to the microplastics. We do not kill our ocean friends or nature in general, to be honest. And these are paper cups that we use with wooden sticks. Okay, and I'm going to switch over to this one. And just in case you guys are wondering, I have already blended in my fragrance. And I know you guys are probably looking at these blues like, this blue is just not happening. It will. Once the soap, because the batter is usually quite a yellow color because of the olive oil, once it starts to cure and goes a little bit more creamy white, the true blue will really start to show up. So the next color here is Nurture Soap's Klein Blue. It's a beautiful, like lapis lazuli, cobalt blue kind of color. It's absolutely wonderful. I will leave all the links to the colors and glitters for you guys down below, along with any other recipes used for this. It's just a beautiful color, and I added, I can't remember if I added any cornflower glitter to this one either. I don't think so. I wanted it to be just as bold and as vivid blue as it naturally is. So get that in there. Beautiful. And I don't use the wooden sticks to stir these in just because I really don't. Look at that blue. That is so pretty. I just don't want any splinters going into the soap. And I don't want any splinters going into you. So we use a silicone spatula to stir it all in. You know, better safe than sorry. So that looks great. And our last color is Black Pearl Mica from Nurture Soap Supplies. And that's all that's in this one. Is just, I wanted a dark color other than the Klein Blue, other than a blue, to offset all the blue tones and really bring out the geode look. And so that's what this one is. And so go ahead and put that in. I added a substantial bit of the Black Pearl because I wanted it to be not quite black, but a really nice deep gray. And I think it will do the trick just nicely. Perfect. Go ahead and stir that in. And my batter is thickening really nicely. And that's really nice. It's not black. It looks black probably on camera, but it is definitely not black. It's like a medium gray. And again, once this starts to kind of go white, it will definitely turn more of a like subtle gray color. And it looks really, really, really pretty. I truly like it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do an in the pot swirl. And I'm gonna start with my medium blue shade here. And just, I'm not saving any for the top because the top is gonna be topped with salts. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put everything in here. And this is gonna be kind of like a peekaboo color. It's gonna be faint enough against the black that you're not gonna see a large amount of it, but you will see a decent amount of it. Next is our neon blue color, which matches our actual geode log that you can see at the corner of the screen, which I'll show you guys in better detail in a minute when we're actually putting it in there. And we'll go through a picture process in a few minutes of how I did this with an explanation and photo. So there we go. I didn't film the making of the geode log just because it's very time consuming. Now the Klein Blue, just because it was very tedious, and I didn't really want to have to, you know, try and make a 2-hour video into 15 minutes and then tack on 15 minutes to a 10-minute video. So I figured just photos with base explanation should be sufficient enough for anyone with soap making experience already. It is not difficult to do, it is quite simple, and the recipe for everything will be down below for you guys. Alright, and I'm just going to give this a quick swirl. Ooh, it looks like a galaxy. I like it. It's so beautiful. Can you guys see that? Ooh, wonderful. So I'm not using my classic mold today. So you'll see that there's Ghibli bits on the bottom here. And those are sugar outline bits along with melt and pour pieces that are added to the bottom that are going to help with the geode look. So this is a larger mold than I normally use. These are for my premium bars. These are big kahuna bars, and so I wanted that to add some texture not only to the corners but to the main part of the soap. And so I'm just going to go ahead and very slowly pour this mixture now that it's thickening up really nice. Like that. Beautiful. And today I'm going to be doing kind of like a mica line with this Nurture Soaps Gold Dust Enviro Glitter. And then I'm also going to be adding like a more detailed line to it with the Maya Gold Mica, just to really bring out this gold line, because we really want people to see the gold line. You know what? I take it back. I think this is gonna work just fine. Forget the Maya Gold powder. Be gone with you. Okay, so we're gonna pour that to the side to get the gold to get like a crease. We want a crease in it, and we want a pretty heavy crease. So we're actually gonna tilt this all the way up the side and then back down. And I'm gonna give that a chance to set for just a minute. And then we're gonna pour another layer, let it set, and then we're gonna put our geode log in. All right, so this has set really good. It's not totally solid yet, but it's solid enough that I'm confident pouring on it. And I'm actually gonna top a spatula over it just to give it some more cover, and continue to pour. And that's good. And just shake off the last of my spatula. And we're gonna go over this again with some more gold glitter. This looks like it's been, it's just totally decked in gold. I'm trying to remember the word that there's a specific word, enamel? Heck with it, I can't think of it, but there's a particular word for it. And we're gonna tilt that to the side again, get the gold to flow in that direction. Looks really beautiful. So pleased. Beautimous. Beautimous. The geode log. You'll get a better idea of it once it's been cut. You can see kind of on this end the melt and pour that's on the inside, and then the surrounding sugar scrub log. I'm going to coat a decent portion of the outside of this in some of the Maya Gold Mica powder. I think it will just give it such a beautiful, distinct, like, difference against the background. So I'm just actually just going to take my hand and just like smear it all over this. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to put up the audio and video of how I made this beautiful little log.
Okay, so what I did was I started with a low sweat melt and pour, chopped it and minced it up after it had been colored with the desired colors, and then put the minced pieces into a silicone mold, pour more melt and pour over it. Once it had like mostly solidified but warm, I crunched it up into a tube shape, let that go solid, and then started on my sugar scrub base. Once that had gone solid enough but was still warm and malleable, I surrounded it around the melt and pour tube and then let it completely harden. And then I let it continue hardening while I started my cold process soap. And then it was ready to use. And then once it was ready to use, I trimmed it to the size of my mold and I was done.
All right, welcome back. I got clean gloves. I finished gilding the top of the log. I remembered the word. It's gilded. It's gilded. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Tell me what the word is, but I think it's gilded. So this is my log, and this is set up decent, but this is the gilded log now. You can see the blue inside, and I'm just going to go ahead and set this at a strange angle and let the soap kind of come up the sides here. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually do more gold on the sides, because I really want the line to be very visible. I'm gonna go ahead, yeah, here goes the gold splash. Woohoo! I'm going to wipe everything off, including myself. All right, so we're gonna do an alcohol line there. And my soap is nice and thick. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pour on top of this. And I know I have extra, and that is okay, because we're gonna mound up this top a good bit. And I'm gonna add a little bit more gold here. Perfect. Perfect. And finish mounding up the top. Woo! She ran away. She running away. Okay, I have a little bit left, so I'm gonna go stick this in a little tiny mold that I have left over, and then we will come back to this when I'm ready to texture the top. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add some glitter to the top though before I leave it. So we're gonna add some more gold, because why the heckin' not? More gold. More cornflower blue as a beautiful blue accent, I think it adds. And then some super sparkles. And they no lie when they say super sparkles. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit, get really nice and stiff, and then we're gonna come back and put the salts on top. We're gonna texture the top. We're gonna add the last little geode pieces, and we'll be done with this. So I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, so the top is now stiff enough to texture. I just checked the corner with a little bit of a spoon. And I'm going to go ahead and just gonna do my top here. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it, but I'm just gonna kind of jobby it around a little and until I like it, really. You can hear my baby in the background. She's out in the hallway playing. She never gets close enough while I work to even get anywhere near soap. So if anyone's wondering about that, she stays far away from here. I have a really good mic hooked up to my phone for recording. That's probably why you can hear her so well. You might even be able to hear the bathroom fan going in the background. If anyone else has children and they play with toys, I'm sure you've like vividly memorized the sounds that the toys make. Can sing them all. Alright, that looks really good to me. I'm very pleased with that. I'm going to go ahead and add a bit more of the gold to this. And again, this is the Gold Dust Enviro Glitter from Nature's Garden. Or excuse me, Nurture Soap. Good gosh, how many times have I said Nature's Garden? I don't know if I have or have not, but all the colors and glitters are from Nurture Soap Supplies. And now we're doing Super Sparkles Enviro Glitter from Nurture Soap Supplies. I get a lot of my fragrances from Nature's Garden, so it sometimes is a little pain in the butt trying to remember them all. Perfect. I think it looks beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spritz it really quick. Oh, look how it shines. It's so pretty. Alright, so now I'm going to start with my lightest color salt, which is this white color. I've added some of the Super Sparkles Mica to it. And I'm just going to sprinkle that around on top. And we're trying to give a geode look to the top as well using the salts. Woo! Okay, we do the next color, which is this lighter blue, and this is just a tiny bit of Bluebell Mica from Nurture Soap, paired with a bit of a little bit of cornflower eco glitter from Nurture Soap Supplies. And some of the super sparkles from Nurture Soap Supplies. Zip it in there. Spritz, 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 spritz. And the last one is the same as before. The only difference is it has a little bit more of the cornflower and a little bit more of the super sparkles and Bluebell. Just a little bit more of everything. So it's the same, just darker. And we're going to tap this down and keep spraying it. I'm also going to add a little bit more gold on top. Well, maybe not. You can see the gold really good through this because of the spreading out of all the salt. I'm going to tap it down really good. And I'm going to use my finger like this to get it really well mixed in here. I have an idea. Just let me try it. I'm gonna spoon this around to try and give it even more of a geode. It needs more gold. Gold's gonna get lost in translation as I stir this up. And I know for a fact that some of these are gonna fall off, and that's fine, but I just wanted to do my best to try and get them to stick. Beautiful. I like it. I like it mixed up with the rocks in it because it's the salt, because it looks like little gem pieces. And I can always add more gold to the top of it. So these are little chunks of the same sugar scrub piece that I used before. And I'm literally just going to add little pieces here and there on top. And I think it will really add to it. This out. Perfect. Spritz it again, and I want more gold because I'm crazy. And I think I might even spin it around a little bit more as well. Kind of like encase these little pieces here, keep them in there. That looks beautiful. Alright, so we're going to let this cure for about 48 to 72 hours, and we're going to come back and cut it, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm so excited.
Alright, so this is the finished product. It is so beautiful. I love it. It came out not exactly how I had it in my head, but it is beautiful nonetheless. I love all the gold, as you guys can obviously tell from my just total overload of gold and glitter, but it just, I wanted it to have that, you know, sparkle appeal, and the salt really adds to the gemstone look. It did exactly what I wanted, and those little sparkly agate pieces look like clusters of crystal structures. It's so pretty. And I loves it so much. So this is the finished loaf after it's been unmolded, and this is once it's been cut, and you guys can definitely see the glitter definitely did its job. It shimmers in the light beautifully, all those gold striations and streaks. The top is just beautiful with the gold and the salts poking through and the little geode bits. And the scrub part in the center that is like the actual geode. It all turned out absolutely beautiful. I love it. I will be making more of these in the future. They're just so gorgeous. It came out beautiful. Here's more photos of them all cut and tops now, with more of the gold and more of the fronts, and I just love them.
Alright, so that is the finished soap. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. It was a kind of spur of the moment thought after going through everything and just finding that video. I had not intended to make another agate / geode style soap, but I thought it would be a lot of fun. I brought my bean back in because I'm done with my soaping. She's such a cutie pie and I love her. Mwah. She's sweet. She's a sweet Bane. You see yourself in the monitor, Bane? You see? Who's in there? Who's up there? Anywho, it was a lot of fun to make. I hope you guys like it. The soap will be available on my shop, www.madmagic.com, on September 13th. That's 6 weeks from now. And we should have some more videos out by then. We've got a little bit behind because she got sick. And we had to take care of her, so I was actually out of work for quite a while. But we're back into it with our fall launch, and we're making our wonderful soaps. And I will see you guys again, hopefully. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me a lot trying to grow my channel and expand my business. Share it with your friends if you think it's something really cool. I thought it was a lot of fun and that it's a really cool way to make a really beautiful soap. If you make it or something like it, tag me in it on Facebook, Instagram, send me a picture, through our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram with Mad Magic Soap and Company. And subscribe for more videos if you want to see her cute little face and my cute little face. And if you want to see some more soaping videos and soaping tutorials, and leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And see you guys later. Bye for now.